object which starts with the sound ch. So they will circle this. On the right hand side, I'm showing the worksheet which has too many images. Please don't do that. Left side image, if you see, there are less image pictures in that whole worksheet. It is more clear to small children. Yeah. Then we can talk about sorting shapes. Any activity. Actually, there are many activities of sorting. Here I'm talking about shapes, but you can use any. They are very good at this stage. Now, why they are so? What are the benefits? It builds their logical thinking. It introduces category, and then it strengthens their motor skills. Cutting, pasting, coloring, they are all part of motor skills, fine motor skills. Okay, let's reach the stage now. We have age of 4 to 5 years. Again, here it is number sense, phonological awareness. These are the focus. These worksheets should be given to children at this stage. I'm showing you the example of few images or few worksheets. This I have taken from, again, just like I said, I've used AI tool for that. First is blending. Okay, I know you will not be using all these colored worksheets unless you have publication books, but worksheets, it is black and white. So you can take in black and white as well. It's no issue at all. Blending worksheets at this stage is required, because if the blending and segmenting happens, only then children will be a good reader. So please focus, because I've seen we focus only on the letter sound. We don't focus on blending, segmenting. All these are very important worksheets. Okay, here is a blending of all the sounds together. They make a word. In segmenting, they are listening to the sound and how many sounds are there in that word. They are tick marking. Okay. Story sequence. This, I picked up a very simple story, like a simple sequence where the child is a seed. But why is it important for understand the sequence? They need to understand the order of events. It improves their thinking and memory skills, builds language and storytelling abilities, and logical reasoning. So basically, whatever you do, there's so many benefits. Till now we were really not thinking of those benefits. So it's always good if you know the benefits, and then you can make your worksheets more purposeful. There's a simple worksheet, not too many images. Here the child just have to put the number, select the number. Always pick up familiar objects in your worksheets. Okay. Now if you see, I picked up one ordinal. They're both ordinal, but there's some errors on the left hand side. Can someone write and let me know what error is there in this worksheet? Because sometimes teachers create, you know but for children everything has to be mentioned in very clear manner. Can someone just mention or write in the chat box what is the error in that left hand side worksheet?
That's a good idea. If we can find out the error. And error finding is the easiest thing teachers to do, no?
So right.
Rangalakshan, you can unmute yourself if you would like to. You raised your hand. The positions are not mentioned. Position is not mentioned.
Yes, how there's no arrow, there's no number written, the position is not, so it becomes very difficult for the child. So whenever you're creating a worksheet, please sit in a group with your friends, with your colleagues, and get it checked. Because one small mistake, can spoil the whole worksheet. So here, a very simple thing, but it's required. This is a verb worksheet which we have been using something like this all our life. Many of underline the verb in the sentences. Now things have changed. Why not change our worksheets? Wo- grammar worksheets are so much fun. You can do so many, can bring so many activities. Now in this, you can do through activity also, and worksheet can also change. If you see on the left hand side, look at the picture and write 3 sentences about it and underline the word. Here the child is made to think. So when they start connecting it with a real life experience, they will understand that grammar is in their daily life. It's not a separate topic. Till now, what we do, we think, oh, it's a different subject. We have to study. We have to solve. But grammar is around us. Yeah. So we can also, sorry. Uh, okay. Another worksheet of verb. Write 2 action words that you did today. Can you tell me, just put 2 words of verb or action what you did today. So if something like this comes, don't you think the children will never forget what is a verb? Okay, I cannot see your answers. Um, can
Ma'am,
some
yes, I'll just read out. Ran, ate, position, taught, talking, walking, keeping walking, teach, laugh, cook,
so the
dance,
very good. So our whole
think, eating,
daily
reading.
routine, yeah, very good. So daily routine, we do these things, right? So we don't have to study in a separate way कि okay हमें ये proper पढ़ना है हमें आता नहीं हम भूल जाते हैं what is a verb, but it is there in our daily life or routine. Okay, look at the left side of the worksheet. Is it correct? What is the error?
Periods not written.
What is not written?
The tense ones columns are not specified. It looks clumsy.
So there are too many sums. Tens
CO
and
is
ones
not
is
written.
not mentioned. Sequence number, like if the teacher says, okay, everybody look at your second sum, which second sum they're going to look. So again, and if the example is given, it really helps children to understand the topic well. Okay, so these are small, small things. I'm sure we all, even I have done mistakes. It's not that I've not done mistakes. We all learn. So keep these things in mind next time when you are creating worksheets. Yeah. Okay. So here, do you think this is a meaningful worksheet? Yes or no?
Let's get some yeses and no on the chat box. Yes.
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 Is meaningful. Why? Because children will actually first do those kind of experiment and then put the response. Encouraging observation. We are connecting it with real life experience. We are developing their vocabulary skills and reasoning also. So these kind of things should be encouraged in the classes. We need to reduce these kind of worksheets. It's called mechanical repetition. Why? Because the child will do all that task without understanding. They will just write 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2. Have you seen all that? I'm sure everybody has seen this kind of thing. Without understanding, they will do. So what's the point of having this kind of worksheet? Yes. So we can avoid. Okay, now look at these worksheets. Is there any error in these worksheets? Right? Ma'am, can you unmute them and they can speak? Anyone?
All of you can unmute.
Anyone would like to speak? Was the error in, or do you think there are any errors in these worksheets?
I have found two. Can I also contribute?
Of course, Himani ma'am, boलिए.
Third picture is not clear. Third picture of the worksheet letter A. Third picture is not clear. What is this?
Okay.
And also the second picture is a bee, no?
Hmm.
Oh no, it's an ant actually. It could be
It
perceived like a bee.
resembles with B. It resembles with B.
Bee, yeah. And also A, where there is written, there are a line, there's a line in between on the
So,
capital A.
yes, Himani ma'am, you are right. First of all,
Can I
image,
add? Four lines is not correct.
images which children can connect in real life. Okay. Also, we should avoid this. I know we all do it, but we can avoid this double line because children get confused here. Initially, they are putting a double line, coloring in the double line, but now down when they are tracing is a single line. So double formation can be avoided. It's this fruit, I think it's called acorn. We have not seen. It is like normally you see in cartoons and all that. So, but here the child has not seen. So these kind of things can be avoided. What about this find and color the letter and all that? Okay, I think my this thing. The title should never be capital because when the child is reading, we are all our books, everything is in lowercase, right? Not in uppercase. So worksheets also should not have capital like this, capital letters. And it is, we don't say alphabet, we say letter. It is letters of the alphabet. Many of us make mistake. We say alphabet A is letter. Okay. Anything here? Can you find something in this sheet, worksheet? Okay, we are short of time, so I'll only take it ahead. So here is avocado. Here is dinosaur. We have no avocado. Not many have. We like we have now in the market, but everybody is not aware. And when it is a matching worksheet, when a letter uppercase to lowercase, avoid images because children get confused. They have to look at the image or they have to look at the letters. And here also it's written alphabet match. It should be letters.
Ma'am,
Okay.
there's a question. If you can tell us the difference between letter and alphabet.
It is letters of the alphabet. That's the word.
So letter is individual. A is a letter. B is a letter. Alphabet is the complete A to Z.
Whole group is called whole C. Yeah. And also here they are showing E. Normally we say here in India brinjal, not eggplant. We know it is eggplant, but not everybody. Otherwise, in some books you will see it's called brinjal, and in some books it's called eggplant. So maintain one. So use whatever your area is using those words. That it will be better that way. Okay. Okay. I've seen in the worksheets we are using again uppercase in the worksheets like
Ma'am,
this
I
full
have a
name.
question. Ma'am, I have a question. You said that when it's a matching from letter, capital letter to small letter, uh, if there are no pictures, the junior KG kids or the nursery kids may not be able to recognize.
So we are looking for what is our objective. It is uppercase to lowercase or matching the image to the letter. So you create your worksheet accordingly.
Okay.
Options in one worksheet for junior KG. But I said, na, you need to be very clear what is your learning objective.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So here, when we are writing the names, it should not be in capital letters. Now, when we have done our lesson plans, we have shown all these animals in the class. Now they are aware how they look. So whenever we are creating a worksheet, we can, have something like this where they can create something themselves. Now it's written here, complete the image. So what is missing in the tortoise? What is missing in the hare? And what is missing in the giraffe? Can somebody tell me?
Shells.
The design on the shell is missing. Yes,
Ears, ears,
Ears.
rabbit ears.
yes, you are right. The ears. So child
Oh,
observe. So this is what we want. The child should also observe instead of just looking at it and saying, "Ah, this is tortoise." Now, when I ask you, you also started observing. अरे हाँ, इसका design नहीं है. So that is required observation. Now, you all have done transport. Okay, types of transport: air, land, and water. But you can do in progression. How you see the progression in the child? Next time, you can ask the child can match the ship to the water, okay, the truck to the road. The progression, next time when you're creating any worksheet for assessment or something, you can have something like this where the child is doing the drawing. Because child is now aware, okay, ki land mein, yeah, the car will move on the road and the ship will move on the water. So let the child draw. This is how the progression is visible, and you can create your records also. Is child able to observe and do things or not? So till now I was showing you some worksheets. But now when I said some activities, why we need activities are important. Now you all are listening to me. If you put the camera down or something, you will only, it's like audio, so only 10% you're going to hear. And after some time, you will forget. But now when you're looking at the worksheet, you see and you will remember 20%. Now, when you go and make the worksheets, that is going to be 80%. You will remember because you're doing it with your hand. Same thing happens for the activities. When you make children do activities, they will always remember. So let's come on the activities. These are very simple activities which you all do. We all do, right? These are simple, recognizing the letters. You do it on the sand. You can do the clay, letter hunt. These are all activities. And on the air as well, the air writing, they're very helpful for, the activities are very helpful in pre-primary. So you can replace if you're going to say, okay, repeat this thing again and again in the notebook or in the book, make it more interesting. If you're doing it on the, children will enjoy more. Like for example, letter S, sand writing, story about Sammy snake, find S objects and form S using clay. So what do you think the children will enjoy? Writing S again and again, or these kind of activities? Ask yourself. So something similar about number 5. You can make the children jump 5 times. You can ask the children to pick up 5 things from the basket, make 5 dots, make groups of 5. All these are activities children enjoy. And also remember what I said about work. Then you're catering to all type of learning styles, or taking care of all the learners in your class. I'm showing you simple activity. Nowadays we use lots of Bisleri bottles and all these plastic water bottles. Here you can create your TLM in this manner, or you can put five caps on the whole thing on the board. Put the cotton or any big bead as per the number. So you can use it for multiple use. So how is vocabulary built? I know many of you must be doing that picture, treasure hunt, mystery bag, this role play, show and tell. But these are required. Don't miss them. It's very much required at this stage for the vocabulary development. Okay, I want you all to look at this image and write in the chat box what is so odd out here. And imagine you doing this in the classroom. See from the child's perspective, and you do. Please write the answers in the chat box.
Fire, elephant, fire.
Why? I want to put fire in the room.
Green plant,
But
Elephant,
why?
watermelon, fire,
plants.
elephant. Oh, fire, elephant in the room.
Yeah, but how does it help children? Right? And you can make a whole thing. Why watermelon? Can watermelon creeper grow in the room? Vocabulary development will also happen.
No answers in the chat, ma'am. Everybody's still writing fire, eggplant.
Does this with the children? Why it should not be there? There are many benefits. I cannot read. I've written under this worksheet. Can you read, Himani ma'am? What's written there? I cannot read because this whole is coming.
Ma'am, eggplant.
No. What have I written under this? Observe
Acha,
some.
observe, identify patterns, and spot the item that does not belong in a group. This activity improves focus, logical thinking, and vocabulary.
Thank you. So here, this is what is very important for us to understand why we do such activities. Okay, find three differences here. Very simple. This is very simple. I think within a second, you all will be able to find out.
The legs are different color. There is no fish in the rod.
Is not there in
And then the third one,
the iceberg.
The hook is upstairs once and another is
Iceberg.
in
Fish,
the hole.
green color, snow
the,
mountain.
Size of the hole.
a small hole and a big hole. See, as grown-ups, you get a smile on your face when you're solving it. Imagine small children, young learners, how they feel when they find out the difference. So this is how you work on their focus and observation skills. Now the activities, we have forgotten. We are so much focused on, chalo ye, whatever is available in the classroom. Nature has given us so much. Look at the leaf art. Don't you think so a child will enjoy to make a caterpillar or a parrot with leaves or anything? Just take them to the nature walk, tell them to collect any leaves which have fallen on the ground, carry it back, and they can create beautiful butterflies, parrot, anything, whatever they want to. It doesn't have to be any animal, anything. So what happens? It is again their imagination at work. It is their fine motor skills getting developed, and they're appreciating the nature. Thumbprint and fingerprint. What happens? Again, sensory development at this stage, focus, patience. At this, I think I've seen many of you all doing thumb
Did
printing.
you?
What about shadow? I think we have forgotten shadow. How to create animals with two hands. It's beautiful. Try this. Children are going to love it. There are special shows now. If you go, there's I think I've attended one shadow play. It was a beautiful play when they had shown the caterpillar eating so much and turning into a butterfly. So imagine that, how children are going to love it. Who has done this in their childhood? I'm sure everybody must have done. But have you seen children of today's time playing with the yarn like this? We've
Yeah,
done it.
true, ma'am. We've all done it.
Yes, we all have done it. But nowadays, do we see children playing with yarn like this? We'll say, no, they
No.
get hurt. but it's a hand-eye coordination, focus, vocabulary. Then when they play, the social skills are getting. So,
Excuse me, ma'am, please.
Anji,
Can you share that previous screen
sorry.
again? Can you share that previous screen?
Ma'am, we'll be sharing the recording of the session also.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Himani ma'am shares
Okay.
that in the group.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
After this is this again. Have you seen today's children playing these games? We've all done hopscotch and all that. So these can be played for numbers, for sight words. It's fun. Try doing it. Tangram. I think many of you might not even know. We've done this. This is like a 7-piece puzzle. There are two triangles, one medium triangle, two small triangles, one square and parallelogram. It's so much fun. Just imagine children are creating all 30, 40 children of your class or 20 number is like how much your strength is. Creating different images. See how much fun is going to be. Now, this is stone rock painting, and this is not from online. This is my own society. People have done this in the
Oh,
garden. They have placed this. So I've clicked in fact 2 days back and put it in the PPT for you. कि कितना अच्छा लगता है because this is real life. My society people have created this during the summer vacation, and don't you think this is looking beautiful? Just imagine if children are painting those rocks in your school, how will it look, your school garden? But why am I talking about garden? Because gardening is one of the best educational outdoor activities for preschoolers. It teaches patience, responsibility, and science in a very real. I'm sure all of you, do you all take your children to the garden to teach some concepts? So there are so many concepts. You can use leaves for big and small. You can use trees for tall and short. So many concepts can be done in the garden. So once in a day, if possible, otherwise at least twice in a week, you should take your children to the garden for, some concepts. Okay, find out the words. I want you to find out at least 2 words. I can see 6 here, but
Party.
balloon.
Balloon. Party.
Cake.
yes, it's very clear.
Game.
See, for others, we can
Games.
see, but just imagine children looking, especially grade 1 and 2.
Cake.
Friends.
Yes. So here it is balloon, there is gift here.
Cake.
Yes. So we can create such worksheets for our
Games.
children.
What the games.
So this was, I'm sure Himani ma'am will remember this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now I have reinvented this game. What we done this in earlier session is a focus activity. When you look at a red square, it is stuck. When it is a circle, it is thin. So stuck thin, tuck thin, tuck 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 thin. But this game now, I have improvised or I made it into a sight word game. So if you every day we do sight words in the class, we say, okay, sight words of the day. So we write 1 or 2 words on the blackboard and say, okay, this will stay as a sight word of the day. But imagine if you're doing this in the class, you can put it on your digital board also, and all children. So when they're saying this, that, that, this, that, this. So what is happening? They're focusing, they're looking at the word, they're observing, and somehow they're learning the spelling also. Can we all do some? Can we all, like at least 6, 7 of you, unmute yourself and do this activity?
What, when,
What, when,
what,
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Abha ma'am,
When you were looking at this slide, were you focusing? Were you observing? Yes. So same thing with children. When they're going to observe, okay, yes, now it's a red square, I have to say what. When it's a green circle, I have to say when. And if they're repeating so many times, they're observing, they're focusing, and they're learning the spelling without effort. Yes or no? So a
Abha,
worksheet should be evidence that teaching happened. It should be evidence. Sorry, a worksheet should not be the evidence that teaching happened. It should be evidence that learning happened. Children remember the experiences we create, not the worksheets we complete. So, thank you all from my side. I hope I made some, understanding about meaningful, purposeful worksheets and the activities for young learners. Thank you so much.
thank you so much, Abha ma'am. Ma'am, I just want to add here when we were doing the
Thank
tak
you
this
so much.
then, I was just thinking that they can also add, especially for this and that, they could say
इसमें जाना मैंने
that
लीव कर
this,
दिया
that, that also kind of connects it with this is the one which is closer and that is something when you're doing far. Right. So once they can do it just verbally, but once they are through with it, they can do this, that, this is that. However, that flows.
Improvise the activities, ma'am.
Improvised, yes. It
So,
could be a lot of fun.
yes, yes.
So teachers,
Any
I have shared the feedback link in the chat box. I will also be sharing it in the group because I know a lot of teachers today have joined in the live session. So Abha ma'am, we had such a huge gathering today that we had to go live on YouTube. So we've gone live on YouTube. I'm thankful to all the teachers who've joined with us. All 100 of them, around 100 plus teachers have joined us on YouTube live. And thank you so much, teachers, for joining us there. For you, all of you, I will share the feedback link on the WhatsApp group, the Foundations community, from where you can fill it and get your certificates. So don't worry on that. Yes, I am sharing the link again in the chat box, and I will be sharing it in the WhatsApp group as well. Thank you so much, Abha ma'am. Wonderful session. Teachers, if you have any questions, any doubts, any queries, we can take them up now, or even any feedback that you would like to share. Yes, I'm sharing the link in the chat box again. If you're not on the
Ma'am, can I
WhatsApp group,
speak?
yes, please, Shivali ma'am.
Ma'am, as per when you said gardening, today only we have done that plantation activity. Today we had taken the children out and we had the plant ready. Actually, normally we put in those moong seeds and see how they germinate. But this time we thought that we should have a plant and we planted it today itself. And the children were very happy knowing the technical terms, that water spout and different things. Then other one more thing which Himani ma'am said, no, I wanted to add in that, ma'am, जैसे आपने बोला this, that, this near, right,
Well,
that
this
far,
and that.
वैसे ही we can also add this near and is. So what is the children understand कि this is, that
Hmm.
is. So even that
Hmm.
will become very easy. These are, those are. And तीनों चीज add कर देंगे तो it will
absolutely.
become even more easier for them to understand and
Very
remember.
interesting. I had one idea. Teachers, you are on ground. You have 20,000 ideas. Shivali ma'am has been with foundations, I think, right from the onset, Shivali ma'am. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've been there with us ever since. And every time I've heard you, you have been full of ideas.
Thank you.
That and thank you so much
Chalo.
for your
Ma'am,
suggestion.
really good session.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Teachers, do you agree with me that Abha ma'am actually looks like foundation years? Like that symbol of foundational years.
Much. Have a nice week. everyone. Any more questions? Otherwise, then we can close it.
So, ma'am,
Thank
I
you.
think the session was very clear, so I don't see any questions. Nevertheless, teachers, if you have questions, please put them on the foundations group. All of us as a community also, we answer each other, and sometimes it's very interesting to see ek jane ne question dala and there are 20 people answering it. So it's very nice. It's a family, it's a community which where we are
No
to
more
help each
questions,
other.
ma'am. It's actually helped a lot.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Diya ma'am. And thank you, teachers. Have a great weekend. I've shared the feedback link in the chat box. Once again, thank you, Baba ma'am.
Thank
Teachers, if I'll stay on for a minute more before I sign off. And Abha ma'am, we'll see you in the next session.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
So I put the feedback link here for all my teachers who joined on YouTube. Next session on parents coaching. Okay. We are doing, ma'am, a couple of sessions. You can also follow Madhuban's YouTube channel. I've recently done a podcast. I'm not sure if it is aired yet, but there's a podcast on parent-teacher interactions. So you can watch that. I know because this has been a common query from all the teachers, not just foundations. So we created a podcast for that. We'll definitely do it for, especially for the early years as well. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Have a great weekend. If you have any queries, please give us the Saturday, Sunday. We'll get back to your questions by Monday. Right. Thank you.